Viewers and subscribers, so welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. You know, there is this African mentality that have caused a lot to go wrong in government, that have bred corruption and impunity. And that is the mentality of God will judge you. Just like this man said, it happened in Ghana.
If you are an MP, wallahi, and you take a dime on that constituency and chop it, on the day of judgment, you will account to the people. You will. And that is one thing many politicians are not aware of. If you take a dime that belongs to the state or the constituency, on the day of judgment, you will account to every single individual who lives in that country or who lives in that constituency. Will you be able to justify this in the sight of Allah? Will you be able to do that? The challenges confronting us in this country is corruption. The challenges. I am not a saint, but at least you do your possible best to avoid it. I don't have money. What I have, what I get is my salary. And wallahi, not a dime of Tamale Central has ever touched my tank or bought a book for my son or my daughter. Because I know that I will account for it. And our society today, if you don't have money, you have no value in our societies. The moment you are given appointment, your family thinks that their lives have changed. The moment you have a small opportunity, people think that you must provide. If you don't have, they disrespect you. And that has pushed several politicians to engage in corruption. That pushed people. And I am particularly worried. I am worried for myself as a Muslim. And I'm worried because which have I spent that I didn't need to spend? Which have I spent inadvertently or unknowingly that I shall account for it? That should be a profound worry. That should be a worry to everybody. But we don't seem to care. They don't respect you. Even your colleagues won't value you because they think that you don't have the money they have in this country. There are politicians who could not even rent a room. And then they are busy putting up skyscrapers. Haven't they been told about the death of other politicians? Haven't they been told that there are politicians who had it all and they are no more? That is something that is profound heavy on me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to play saint. Wallahi, Allah will bear me witness. Whatever I say genuinely. How long would you be a leader? President Rawlings had unlimited power. He's gone. President Kufuor came, had power. He's gone. President Mills came, unfortunately by Allah's will, he's gone. President Mahama came, he's gone. Dr. Baumia came, he's going in 2024. Everybody will go.
Good. Now, people with this kind of mentality, how do you expect your law to work? And this is a typical example of what is happening in Nigeria, and that is why I'm even choking my mouth inside it. Africans, we leave everything to God. To eat, we will pray to God. To drink, we will pray to God. To get job, we will pray. We need a miracle. And if anybody does anything wrong, there is no need of asking the law to go after the person. You leave it also to God to be the judge. Why? How can people have a progressive, sustainable society with that mentality? When people in power knows critically well that the God of Islam and the God of Christians and the secular God we are all worshiping in different faiths is all merciful God. Let everything be when they meet their ancestors or their creators, then they will meet their judgment. Whereas they have made the lives of millions of people miserable. Why is it that our courtrooms are not working? Our laws are not working. It's because of this mentality. You leave everything to God. That is why your politicians And even institutions, people who are in institutions of authority will commit broad daylight, crime in office. Just like in Nigeria, after rigging an election, they will tell you to your face, go to court, because they know nothing is coming out of the court. How do you expect a progressive society? And that is the problem of Africa, particularly Nigeria. Until your laws start working, we will continue being an animal kingdom. I've always frowned at those who call Nigeria a zoo. I've always said it, because if Nigeria were to be zoo, it would have been far better for us. Nigeria is an animal jungle where no rule apply except the rule of the jungle, which is eat or get eaten. My people, know this and have peace of mind. And that is what I'm bringing to you. What we've become as a people. Not just in Africa, but Nigeria in particular. It's up to you to make the change. Nobody's coming to save you than yourself. Join the ballot revolution, because 2027 is fast approaching. Not about any particular individual, but about you freeing yourself from bad governance. I'm Asujono Peters, your advocate for good governance. Help me share this video. I want to have your thought on this, and share it if this message resonates with you. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.